Hip hop is more than music. It's a way of life. It makes people feel good. That's just the power of music. The way I walk, the way I talk, hip hop is the culture. You can put hip hop to everything and make it a lesson. That's why I like being a part of it.
It is Mixed Mornings with Matt Patron, broadcasting live from the heart of the Hall of Fame city. Whether you are listening to the FM terrestrial signal or streaming worldwide at mix941.com, as always, thank you so much for being on board this morning. People always look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them that I love living in Canton, Ohio. But I do, because there's good stuff that happens here each and every day. And a gentleman that knows all about it is my celebrity guest co-host, Jéan P the MC. Jéan P, how are you, dog?
Thank you. How you doing? Celebrity, huh? Thanks, man.
Come on, man. Come on. You are a big deal here in the Hall of Fame city.
Man, this city means a lot. It feels like home. So much history. As the city's progressed, I progressed. A lot of tradition here, you know. Canton kind of has what you need.
It's a community rooted in, football tradition and things that seem very kind of counter arts, but the arts have always kind of like clawed and fought to stay here. And I think that we're getting to this crux point where our community really rises and supports it.
We all work together collectively to try to make Canton a better place to live. It's where is the need, and then Canton says fix it, make it better.
Tomorrow night, dude, you're performing with the Canton Symphony, and as a rapper, that has to be a huge deal. Talk a little bit about what that's been like to transition from the world of rap into the world of classical music.
Man, I've always wanted to collide both worlds. I've been seeing a lot of hip-hop artists collaborate with orchestras and symphonies, and just to say I can do that as well, it's pretty exciting.
Divergent Sound Series, we take local talent, local bands, musicians of all genres, and then we arrange their music to include some symphony musicians.
So Canton Symphony was crazy because I have a friend named Focke Torres. Shout out to my man Focke in Akron doing this thing. Focke texted me one day and was like, yo, I'm doing a show with the Canton Symphony. And I was like, the who?
I had a great, unique opportunity to become part of the board at the Canton Symphony, and as soon as there was an opportunity to talk about like artists in the city and whatnot, I felt blessed to be able to be in a place to actually like bring his name to the table.
I didn't know Canton had a symphony. I didn't know nothing about it.
TK recommended him. I listened to his music. I thought it was great. So I just emailed him and I was like, would you like to be a part of the Divergent Sound Series?
And I was like, oh man, this is like the pinnacle. I never rapped with an orchestra before. All right. My name is Jéan P Johnson, best known as Jéan P the MC. I'm 34 years old. I'm an artist, mail carrier, podcaster, do a lot of things, man, from this great city. Being in Canton, they taught me how to be a hustler, a survivor, not to be scared of nothing. You know, like, yeah, I'm from a smaller city, but I'm from here. Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church, Southeast Side, walking these streets with my dad, and when I look at this building, I think of music. My mom was a real big, significant part of this church. Like, she directed the choirs, being around all these different things, faith and spirituality, and I don't think there'd be a Jéan P without this building.
He was just like he is now, passive, loving, kind, helps people, don't get in people's business. He still has those same values.
My childhood was fun. I had a lot of cousins, a lot of family, friends. It was a lot more unified for me as a kid.
When John was a child, he loved music. He was really an active young man, but he was kind of quiet. He wasn't hard to manage as a kid. He was so busy.
Journey, Journen, journey.
I smiled a lot. You know, I remember just smiling and always being silly, and my sister was my best friend.
Okay, yeah. Michael Jackson, you rock my house. Yeah, that's enough, okay? Now, could you please start over again?
John had a passion for music when he was in my mom's belly and she was singing and directing choirs like that. I think that was before he was even born.
You all know him as like Jéan P the MC, but I knew him as like Little John back in the day, running around in church. I can remember also his mom telling him to come find a seat and to stay in it.
His mother was a singer too, so he probably got some things from his mother.
People knew her because of her voice. She was beautiful. And when she had me, she kept singing, kept going to church, kept us in church.
Like, people gotta understand this music shit is really in us. It's in his soul.
She loved music and she loved to sing, and so many people loved her.
Some Sundays I would just watch and just pay attention to how she controlled the choir with her hands. You know, that's why I use my hands a lot when I rap, you know, because they pay attention. That keeps people's engagement.
Bounce, 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 bounce. One time say, go Jéan P, go Jéan P, go. A little louder say, go.
But they would always call me Jéan P. So I'd be like, say, go Jéan P, go Jéan P, go.
Say, go Jéan P, go Jéan P, go, yeah.
You know, and then they'll do it, or they'll say it to me, or there'll be people that'll see me at the grocery store. They'll be like, hey, go Jéan P, go Jéan P, go.
I like doing shows with different crowds. I just love exposing hip hop to different groups of people.
Call and response, keeping the crowd engaged. I don't want you just looking at me rapping. I want you to feel like you on the stage with me, so.
This is my home in New York. I love my city.
We do about 5 shows a year, about once every 2 months. And we do them downtown at the Oracle. Josh Brewer is an amazing partner in this.
We originally paired with the Canton Symphony Orchestra. They were looking for a venue that fit the vibe of what they were doing.
The Oracle is definitely a staple when it comes to Canton, and I credit a lot of the performances that people remember in Canton to Josh. So I wanted instruments that kind of cater to the production, because I'm like, this is hip hop, so I don't want to be over or under. I got a cello, a harp, trumpet, violin. And to see my music written out in sheet music that was wild, man. I got notes and all this stuff with my music. You know, you don't see that. You know, these rhymes are written in my notepad or on my phone, and now it's sheet music, you know?
Yeah, after, there we go. And then I'll signal y'all, all right? Yes, ma'am, I got you. I'm learning words. I got to write vamp down in my notes. Hey, no, you don't want to play with you. Come on.
This is like holding like a time portal or something, man. This is crazy. What else we got in here? It was first just writing lyrics. Like, that was always the release for me. You know, growing up in Canton, you know, you don't have a lot of resources, so you got to use what's around you. And what was around me at the time in my development was family, my friends, writing stories, being creative. Those were the things that made me smile. It was just up until those dark moments where I just didn't care about all of that. I was 6 years old. Somebody picked me up out my bed. And when they picked me up out my bed, we ran down the stairs. So there were a whole bunch of people in the courtyard. When you're 6 years old and you are hearing that someone shouts your father, you get mad. Why would somebody want to hurt him that way? It's been so many years since he's passed, but the people that knew him, when they see me, that it's like I feel that love that they showed him.
He made it to 25. But those 25 years were filled with a whole bunch of good stuff. Playing basketball, that was his forte.
They always talked about how high he would jump. Like, my dad had like crazy hops. Like, the first thing they say is, man, he could jump out the gym. He was one of the best basketball players I ever seen. And when you're from Canton, a sports city, when you hear your dad is like one of the best, you're like, man, that makes me feel good, you know? I always keep his legacy in the back of my head. Because just as people respect and recognize him, I want to be respected and recognized in the same way.
You have young children, ages 5 to 18, and even if you don't think they have talent, send them to us. Trust me, they've got something inside, whether it's art, dance, media, it could be gardening, cooking, any of that. Please send them to Enrichment.
Enrichment is a performing and fine arts organization that nurtures children to fulfill their lives with love, with laughter, and with liveliness.
And I thank you all for supporting it, enriching the lives of those young people. But sometimes you need to pass it on, you need to pass the torch to some younger people so they can make it bigger and make it better.
I haven't known John a long time, but it was just his message is so positive.
Jéan P the MC. I got put make some noise. What's up?
When Enrichment, just being involved with them, man, because cliche as it sounds, the children are the future, man, especially these kids now, because, you know, we want to be there for them when we can be.
I think Jéan musically brings thoughtfulness and intelligence inside of his music and beats, along with his experiences. But I also think for the community, he brings a realness that I don't think anybody, honestly, around here has, because he is part of the community. I mean, he's literally the mailman.
So I used to hear people talk about the rapping mailman.
I like when people find out. I think that's the funniest shit, because they always know me from just being silly.
Our father, wife.
When I tell them, hey, you know I rap too, they be like, no you don't. I'm like, yeah I do. Been doing it for a long time.
I got a package for you.
What'd I get?
You got this here.
Oh, it's my sunflower seeds.
You got some sunflower seeds? Nice.
I'm ready.
I love to ask people how they doing, because you know, some people don't get asked that. They don't wake up to no good morning or what's going on.
You be careful out here, okay?
His message is so positive, and that's what's important. And that's why I latched on to him and wanted him to be involved. So we just clicked.
I always loved talking with people, sharing the story, sharing where I come from with the world. Me in downtown Canton here at the Hub Art Factory. Shout out to my man Tim Carmini. Here doing my podcast, Say What You Mean with Jéan P the MC. We're actually recording our 170th episode today. Aaron, did you meet everybody?
Yeah.
Cool. There's great people that come from this city, this area, this state. So if they get a chance to sit on the couch with us and laugh with me and Krishan and the guys while telling who they are, I like that.
The life of an independent artist. Getting ready for showtime. About to get down to business. Y'all know what today bring. We outside, y'all know the vibes.
It's really refreshing to see someone just so earnestly pursuing their passion and their dreams while also just being really ingrained in the community. And I hope that that kind of energy just permeates into other people.
Nice to meet you, John. What's up, Weedy? What's up, man? Got the sweat coat on today.
I hope that the Canton Symphony can be the beginning of a really awesome big chapter for his life.
Canton feeds Jéan as much as Jéan feeds Canton. They empower each other.
A couple of other announcements. This is going to be a very, very fun show. Please enjoy yourself. Get up and move if you feel so moved. I think Jéan will ask you to stand up.
I remember for the symphony show, I prayed. So grateful, man. I was just, it felt like that show where it was like, I deserve this.
He's been so good. He's been so good to me.
My mom passed when I was 15. So I had 15 years. And I think in that 15 years, she taught me a lot. Her legacy, her impact just Still resonates with me to this day, that hustle, that grind. Getting out what you put in, which is why I work so hard, is because I got that from her. That pain, I remember, you know what I'm saying? Like, those were some really, really rough times. But you gotta learn from it.
How did you deal with it?
Music. I'm just glad she got to see me be passionate about something, because I was a kid that tried football, I was too little. When it came to that pen though, and that music, and any type of writing outside of it, she noticed I was just really good at it.
A Rhyme and a Dream coming soon. This I'm recording yesterday. This was the intro. Yeah, I'm sweating because it's hot in here. DJ all over the place.
He really didn't hit his performance pocket, if you will, until he was at OU.
Hip hop just really came in and just kind of was like a blanket for me. Made me feel so good listening to the album, just stepping out of the world for a second. We was in that studio every Saturday. I'm talking every week. We was recording music.
Freestyle over. That's what I think we should do. Russell Hustle. I Shine.
But Russell and Chris, those are my dogs, man. Like, almost 20 years.
To have that relationship now, 17 years later, with both of them is a blessing. And then when reality came and I had my son, they were there for that as well. They were there at the hospital when he was born. You know, but Amir just made me realize, okay, we can't just play the rapper role. We got to play Jean Johnson.
My son, man, he made an impact on me. I learned a lot about myself. That's my boy. Throughout all the things that's happened since I was 18 until now, I've always had my music, always had it.
He had a distribution deal with some producers and did some small records there. And then he kind of came back to Canton and just like really embracing 330 kids. I'm the hometown hero. This is where it began for me and it's important. And he really embraced Canton with his shows.
You know, I made a lot of personal progress in my life outside of music, family, my friends, and things I've gone through and to still do music. It makes me feel good just to do. You want to be at that top, but you know, while everybody's fighting to get there, I'ma just work.
Please give a very, very warm welcome to Jéan P the MC.
Shout out to the Kansas City for the opportunity, man. It's something I've always dreamt about doing, performing with an orchestra.
So when they hear you say, go Jéan P, go Jéan P, go.
So they were just happy to work with me, and I was happy to work with them. Let's collaborate these worlds together and make something special, and we did.
It's the reason that I value peace over the stress. Imagine clocking in the work going for your arrest. Healing is when you make your room for more and nothing less. I truly wish you and your family all of the best.
Understand that you get out what you put in. Understand that you tougher than what you look and how you feel.
It made me better. These kids listen to my flow. Every sound you're living, they put and say I'm old. Then I'm wasting time.
In times when the divide between people seems really big, the arts typically are the thing that rises up.
Shit that we hold in hands. I'm Kansas City brand. I did it with a microphone. I got plans to see the world, but ain't nothing like home.
I'm gonna always be me. Even when you feel like you wanna quit, don't give that up. That's who you are. That's a gift that God gave you.
Whatever he has for his mission and whatever his wildest dreams are, that they will be fulfilled. And I really believe they will because he has such a good heart.
My baby was up there doing his thing, and I'm just so glad that he's into that and it's keeping him grounded. His dad made his mark. Now John has made his on the city. Love comes back to you if you give it out.
My younger days, I didn't feel strong as I do now. Stay creative, stay curious, stay genuine in a world where it's promoted not to be. Don't be a follower, be a leader.
This I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. You know that they are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, Jesus said that he really loves me. Oh, and yes, my Jesus loves me, for the Bible tells me so.